almost everybody here probably has some hiding, stashed somewhere, hidden from the world, never to see the light of day again. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. If you're new here, I'm sure you clicked on this video because you have just started decluttering or you're interested in minimalism. Decluttering can actually be pretty challenging when you're just getting into it or you're just starting out. I'm sure that you're probably stumped and you're asking yourself, what should I get rid of to declutter my home, to feel peace in my space, to live more sustainably, to feel less anxious and feel less overwhelmed in my environment. So today I'm sharing with you guys a list of 50 things to get rid of when going minimalist and when you're decluttering your home. Please feel welcome to hit the subscribe button right down below if you are interested in videos around minimalism, holistic self-improvement, and a whole pile of self-love. Also give the video a like, and now let's get into it. Starting with things that we tend to stash in our bathroom. Number one, the little samples that we get from stores like Sephora, Ulta, Lush. Just get rid of them if you don't use them. Number two, hair care products that don't work for your hair. So if you notice that your ends are getting dry or it's not really doing anything that it's supposed to do, that it's marketed to do, get rid of them. Ask a friend if somebody else would like the product. Maybe it'll work better for their hair. Number three, skincare products that make you break out. Now, why in the world are you keeping these products in the first place? Did you spend too much money on them and you're just too scared to get rid of them because maybe one day they'll work, or maybe it was something else that made you break out? No, it was probably the skincare product if that's the only thing that you changed in your routine. Number four, makeup that you never use. Or if you have any like duplicates even and you don't really use it, maybe you have like two different brands of the same lip color but you only really go for one, get rid of the other one. Number five, expired medicine and empty pill bottles. Or even medicine that you don't need. If you haven't gone through your medicine cabinet in a really long time, I highly encourage you to do so. Next up, things that smell. I didn't know a better way to put this, so we're gonna go with this title. Number six, candles that are almost gone, that you can't really light anymore or use up because the smell is basically gone too. Or even candles that you don't like but you're just kind of holding on to. Number seven, unused perfume bottles or lotion bottles. If you have any lotions or perfumes hanging around that you don't ever go for or that you don't like the smell of, get rid of them. Unused essential oils. If you have a ton of essential oils, get rid of the ones that you don't use. Be honest with yourself. Ask somebody else if they would like them. Number nine, chapsticks that don't moisturize your lips. There's something called the 20-20 rule. If it's under $20 and you can get it in less than 20 minutes, then get rid of it because you can always replace it. And what I would recommend doing, if this brand doesn't work for you, look for another brand, explore something else. Actually moisturize your lips instead of just dry them out and make things worse. Number 10, which is kind of an interesting one, but they do really smell, and this is magazines or any like physical newsletters that you get from stores like Ulta. Just unsubscribe from them. Get rid of your old ones that you've already read through. Don't keep those. Those take up so much space. Things that pile up quickly for some reason. We all have things that pile up for some reason, and we don't know how to stop it, and it just keeps happening. Number 11, junk mail. This is something that's really hard because this is something that always tends to pile up, and it's hard to stop it at the door because when we go and check our mail, we can't just like throw things away because we also need to shred documents that contain personal information. Number 12, your junk drawer. Get rid of it. You don't need a junk drawer. Instead, we have a key bowl, and this is sort of like our junk drawer because some things just kind of get in there somehow. Number 13, travel souvenirs. This can be kind of a toughie because we hold a lot of emotional value in these items when in reality, it's not in the item, it's in our memories. What you can do instead is take a photo of that souvenir and donate it. Put it in a digital photo album, or you can even create a physical scrapbook if you really want to, with the memories and a little description of the object. So you never lose the memory, you just lose the clutter. Number 14, apps that you don't actually use that are just kind of there on your phone. I actually just shared with you guys last week a video on what my phone looks like as a minimalist and how I use it to where all of my apps have a purpose for me. Minimalism looks different for everybody. It's not about having the least amount of apps or the least amount of items. It's about living with intention and allowing things into your life in a way that makes you happy and lights you up. If you're interested in that video, it'll be linked right here and I'll link it down below. Number 15 of things that tend to pile up pretty quickly, and these are expired condiments. Oh, and dips like hummus. Go through your fridge, declutter that, get rid of any condiments that you never use or that are expired, things in your closet. Number 16, hangers. So what I mean by hangers, I don't mean get rid of every single hanger that you own. Get rid of the extras. Say for instance, you have 50 extra hangers. You don't need 50 extra hangers. Maybe you need 10. Get rid of what you don't need and keep only just in case for times where you do add to your closet, you do add to your wardrobe, but it can also help encourage you to shop less if that's something that you're trying to accomplish. Number 17, clothes that aren't functional in your wardrobe. I actually talk about this in my Decluttering My Wardrobe as a Minimalist video. I will post that right here again and below, but I show an example of like this fake leather jacket that I always held on to because I always wanted to wear it, but where I live, it gets so cold so quickly. The sleeves were too tight and I could never wear any sweaters underneath it. Because it wasn't functional, I decided to let it go. Number 18, pieces that you never wear. If you notice, there are some pieces that you just like love to look at and love the idea of wearing, but you never wear them, let them go. Number 19, pieces that you don't feel confident in. Number 20, PJs that you never wear. Like for me, for instance, I don't really own PJs. I prefer a plain t-shirt and some shorts. And that's what I feel most comfortable in. I don't feel the need for buying specific clothing for sleeping when I can literally go into Justin's side of the closet and take his shirt, so. Things you only need one of. You only need one belt. Basically, it has one function, right? To hold up your pants so that they don't fall down in public. Get a black belt, goes with everything, boom, done. 22, robes. You only need one robe. I actually don't own a robe. I prefer just using a towel and going straight into clothing. Number 23, foundation. You only really need one foundation at a time. Simplify your makeup just to the things that you absolutely love. Number 24, kitchen utensils. Now, I'm not saying that you need just one kitchen utensil that can do it all like a spork, but what I'm saying is having one spatula, one stirring spoon, one pair of tongs, one potato masher. You only need one of each type of item. You don't need several. Number 25, baking sheets. Unless you absolutely love baking and this is your passion, you don't really need more than one baking sheet, right? Next are things that are cozy. 26, more than one pair of slippers. Number 27, blankets. Keep the ones that you love, the ones that you use, the ones that aren't torn. 28, throw pillows that serve no function other than for decoration. If you find that you're getting overwhelmed by clutter or things, could be something that you look into donating or giving to a friend. Number 29, hats or scarves that you never wear. I actually got rid of a decent amount of my scarves because I had way too many that I didn't wear in the decluttering video that I mentioned earlier. I haven't missed them one bit since filming that video. It's pretty cool. Number 30, twinkle lights that have any sort of broken bulb on them, because I know they can still work even with broken bulbs, but you should get rid of those. Things I might use one day, but that day hasn't come yet. Number 31, crafts that you probably won't ever use or you won't get through in the next year. Number 32, extra office supplies. And you probably got a really good deal on office supplies, but you have way too many staples now. You have way too many paper clips. You're never gonna get through them in the next year. Get rid of those items. 33, plates and dishes for large gatherings. Just in case I host a large gathering one day, I'm gonna have to have 12 plates or 12 mugs, because you never know when people are gonna wanna come over and stay the night for a weekend or for a week or 20 days or 30 days or forever. Now, if you have people come over consistently and you find that this is something that you need in your life and that you want in your life, gosh darn, keep those dishes. Number 34, cable TV. So much can be streamed online nowadays. A lot of platforms are offering this as a service. Number 35, extra sheets. Technically, you don't need an extra pair of sheets per bed. You only need one set. And if you're holding onto them just in case one of your sheets rips or whatever, that probably won't happen anytime soon. Things that magically appear in the kitchen. Oh my goodness, this always happens. And I know so many people that deal with this. Number 36, obscure appliances and gadgets. It's supposed to simplify our lives in the kitchen. It's supposed to simplify cooking. But in reality, it has several different parts. You end up losing some of the parts. You end up not being able to use it, and it just makes things more complicated. Let me know in the comments if you've dealt with this. I know I have, and I know several people that have. Number 37, stained Tupperware, or Tupperware that doesn't really fit with each other, that's mismatched, anything like that. Get rid of any Tupperware that you don't need. I recommend going for glass Tupperware when you're moving forward. Don't get plastic. Plastic stains easily, glass doesn't. Number 38, baking tools that you don't need. This is another thing that sometimes magically appear in the kitchen, like extra cookie cutters, extra piping bags and tips. Now, if you are a baker and this is something that you're passionate about, just get rid of the stuff that you don't need or don't use. Number 39, unused cookbooks. Number 40, spices that you never cook with. I've been there where I'm in the store or I'm just moving into my first apartment. We got a ton of different spices, ones that we didn't use for years before I got rid of them. But as I learned what I love to cook with, I now know exactly what spices I use and need. Things you completed already. Number 41, books that you've already read that you don't plan on reading again. You absolutely love them. You could consider looking into an ebook version of that book that you love. That way you can keep it and reuse it as much as you want without having the physical clutter. Number 42, puzzles. I love puzzles. What could be fun is if you already completed that puzzle, you could do like a puzzle swap with your friends. You could give it to somebody or you could donate it. Number 43, board games. If you have some that you just don't really play anymore because you got it a really long time ago, donate it. Give it to a friend that will use it. Number 44, if you play video games, go through your video games and get rid of the ones that you already completed or the ones that you don't foresee playing again or that you didn't really enjoy playing. Number 45, movies. If you have a physical copy of like a DVD, you've already completed the movie several times, you can look and see if you can download it digitally rather than having a physical version of that movie taking up space in your home. Things I bought because of Pinterest. Number 46, trendy items that I never wear. You bought it because it was trendy on Pinterest, but you never wear it. Get rid of it. Number 47, decorations that were once trendy and once matched your style that no longer match your style. This could be like any kind of artwork that you bought because of Pinterest, any kind of like plants or pots or baskets, and then you look at it and you're like, eh. Number 48, half-empty bullet journals or planners. I loved seeing all the really cool designs of bullet journals and like the different page aesthetics on Pinterest. I was notorious for filling them up for a couple of weeks, but then I would find myself like starting to not use it and it just gathering dust in the corner looking sad. Number 49, extra decorative baskets that don't really hold anything. What I suggest doing is before you buy something, knowing exactly where it's gonna be in your home and what it's gonna do and what its purpose is and what it's gonna hold. Otherwise, it can be really easy to buy all these cute like decorative things and then come home with it and be like, well, I don't know what to do with it now. And number 50, which I think almost everybody here probably has some hiding, stashed somewhere, hidden from the world, never to see the light of day again. And this is extra picture frames that you will never fill. So if you find that you have some stashed away laying on the floor somewhere, it's okay to donate them. It's also okay to choose that now is the time to finally use it in the way that you wanted to when you originally bought it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this big list of 50 things to get rid of when going minimalist, or like things to get rid of when you're just decluttering your home. Also, when decluttering, it can be really draining, so give yourself time and space when going through your stuff, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing down below if you enjoy videos around minimalism, holistic self-improvement, and a whole pile of self-love. I cannot wait to see you guys next week.